guys, so welcome to part 2 of this folio tutorial. I am using the digital collections by my friend Anna, which I'm going to link below, and also I do have a cutting guide for this first part of the folio. If you followed that yesterday, then that's where we ended up. So today we're going to continue with the remaining part of the folio, and it's basically going to be the journal that's going to go inside this pocket. And I'm going to be using these images here, and I think this is going to be really like the perfect option for the front of the cover. You could use the couple here again, but since I already used that, I don't want to repeat myself, and I'll use that on the other pages. But by the way, look how creepy this is. I mean, I love the pink, the colors, but her face is so scary to me, but for some reason I love her so much. It's like creepy and cute, and so here she is again. So for the part that's gonna go inside the pocket, I am going to be using some tea dye paper, and this is gonna be really easy to do. So basically I'm going to use let's see how many sheets I have. I have about 2, 4, 6 pages here, and this is going to be the easiest way to do a little journal. All we're gonna do to this is basically fold it in half. And so for the tea dye paper, I use regular printer paper, and then what I do is I dip the paper onto some tea, so I created like a really concentrated tea, and I just put it on a big Pyrex, like big enough to fit these sheets, and then I dip the sheets in there for a couple minutes, and then I just put them on a cooking tray and put them in the oven and let them dry. So I set the oven for about 200 degrees to 220, and I just put them in there for like 10 minutes. And yeah, super easy process. So when I do my tea dye paper, I kind of do a big batch, and so that way I have sheets ready for whenever I feel like making a journal. And I like doing tea instead of coffee because I like my pages to have the antique look, but also I want them to be light color so you can journal on them or write on them as well. So I'm going to be using, oh, this one is really pretty too. So what you want to do is fold this page here on half as well, and that's going to be like the cover. And you can use any cardstock, since this is going to be basically sorry, I'm trying to look for one of my tools here and I don't see. Oh, here it is. This is basically going to be the cover of the journal, but it's gonna go inside the folio, so it's not gonna get a lot of tear, or you know, it's not gonna be used much. So that's that cardstock only should be okay. So I'm going to take out these little white pieces here around the page, and I'll probably do another one for the back, or maybe I'll use one of the sheets from the paper pack. So maybe I can use this one for the inside. Let's see if I find something a little bit more black. So let me get this out so we can find a sheet here together. So let's see, that one is actually a good one, or that. Oh, that one's also a good one here with the snakes. And then we have the purple flowers again. And oh, okay, I think this is the one. This is the one. So when you know, right? So we're gonna use this one, and let's put the other one over here. So I'm going to cut this page at 8. I think this was trimmed down for me to 8 1/4, so I'm just gonna do 8 1/4. Just make sure it's the same. Oh, that's perfect. And then we're gonna do this by 11-ish, and then we're gonna fold this also, but I'm gonna fold it in reverse like that, and that way I can put these two together like this. Okay, so I'm going to glue these together. Okay, and then go like that. And you could also leave this section open if you wanted to like have a pocket here. And that's the fun thing about journals. You can, you know, there's no rule. You can do anything you like here on your cover. And now I'm just gonna glue the back. Okay, so let's do this here. Now if you have envelopes or other like paper bags and things like that, you can also add them into your journal, and they will kind of be like little pockets. I think I have some glassine bags that I can use. So here we go. So I'm going to trim this white little piece out. I'm actually gonna trim around all the sides, okay, to make sure that I don't have any of that white showing. And I'm also going to go and ink the edges. So let me grab my little brush. So I'm just gonna use some of these. This one is called Afternoon Tea, and these are by Ciao Bella. And so I'm just gonna ink the edges a little bit so you don't see, you see a little bit of white. So I want to make sure everything kind of matches that vintagey look. Okay, so we're just gonna go like this. Okay, so that is basically going to be our cover. Let's do that. And we are going to add our pages right on the inside. Now notice our cover is smaller than the pages. You can either leave it like that and have your pages kind of show on the side a little bit, which I really like, or you can trim this whole thing down, right? So I think what I'm going to do is make the pages kind of come out on the sides, but trim down on the lengths here. So let's see if I can cut them all together. Probably not. So I'm just gonna open this up, and so these are 8 1/2. So I'm just gonna trim this down to 8 1/4 maybe. Okay, and then that should be more even to the page, maybe a little more. Let's see. Maybe let's do 8 here. Okay, and it won't be super even either, but here we go. So now we can go ahead and put this down. So now our cover became double-sided, and we're gonna bind our pages together. Okay, so here are these glassine bags that I have, and what I'm going to do is just cut the opening here, so we have these open both ways, or cut the base, I guess. And then we're just gonna fold these in half also. Okay, and then same thing with this one, and we're just gonna make these into pockets. So these will go on our journal, so we can put this throughout the pages here. So you can put one, and then maybe another one over here. And now we have these little pockets where you can add little things, and then you can continue adding pages or pieces. Like for example, we can add these as well, so I'm gonna cut these maybe smaller. Okay, so I can do 7 by 9, and then we can fold these here, and I can fold it unevenly, that way one side is longer than the other. So just have fun with your pages. Okay, so for example, this page on one side will be a large page, and then the other side will be a smaller opening, so that we can go ahead and put this one maybe here. Okay, so now we have like a little bit of design as well, and maybe I'll do one more. And this is like the perfect also way to use some of your scrap little pieces. Now this one's kind of on the wrong orientation. I want something to be laying down like this. So maybe, oh, this one is really pretty. I'm gonna save that for the inside of the folio. And maybe the snakes. Okay, and so we can go ahead and cut this piece here also. And again, I'm just gonna cut this at maybe 7 or 7.5, and we can do this one by 10, and then again just fold it like this. Okay, and then now we can put this other page somewhere over here. So maybe we can put that page here, and I'm going to trim this down a little bit. Okay, so let's see, I'll put this one here. Okay, so with the same idea, you can add like book pages. If you have those children's books that have like the really pretty designs, you can find some at the dollar store, and just kind of have fun with adding more different pages to your book. And so once you have all your pages figured out and added to your book, you're gonna need a needle and thread. So I'm using an embroidery needle that has a bit of a pointy edge here, and I'm just going to go ahead and poke 3 holes on my journal. So I'm gonna go ahead and open like the very center page, and you want to do 1 hole at the center, and it's gonna go through all these layers, so you will see it coming out. Okay, and then I'm going to go maybe about 1.5 inches down, maybe just 1 inch, since we have those small glassine bags. Okay, and then on the other side as well. So see how I'm not really measuring, I'm just eyeballing, and it's a lot easy to do this when you have just the one signature type of journal. If you had like 3 signatures in a cover, of course that's a different technique. Then you do want to measure, that way they're all aligned together, but we're just making a very simple journal. So you're going to start with your needle and thread. You want to make sure one edge or one side is longer, and you're just going to go down the center. Make sure you have this really long tail here, and now we're going to go on the back and pass this through. Okay, so holding it together, and there we go, always making sure this piece does not pass through. So I'm gonna make this longer, then we're gonna go all the way to the other side. Okay, and pull again, and then back to the center where we started. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the same place here. Okay, so if you can't find a hole or you move it, you can just always go in layers like I'm doing, and there you go. Okay, and then to tie these, first make sure you have them all together, and then you're gonna pass one of the strings under this center line here, the center string. You need 1 on each side, and then we're just gonna tie these and make a knot. Okay, so super simple little journal that you can get done in no time. And don't worry about having the tea dye paper. You can just use all your pages as the cardstock page, because the good thing about the one-sided paper is like you have a design and then you have a place here to journal or to add pictures, or even you can do double-sided paper. Just again, no rules, anything goes. I like the coffee dye paper, tea dye paper, because I just mainly love the sound of these. And all my journals, when I make them pretty bare like this and plain, because I do enjoy writing a lot and just adding some stickers. Some lace here. I think this will go really pretty with this collection, since there's a lot of flowers and a lot of delicate elements. So I'm just gonna cut this piece here. Okay, and then we're just gonna glue this down. So I'm using my fabric glue for this piece. Okay, so I'm just gonna add that over here. So I'm gonna put some, and it's also nice to cover kind of like the stitch that's going here on the center. And we're gonna put this right there. Okay, I don't want this to cover the image, so I'm just gonna put it like that, and then I'm just going to glue it here on the back. Okay, so that can go right there like this. And you're gonna wait for this to dry. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it, and look how cute with the lace. I think the lace just really adds a lot to this. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut that, and here. And here we go. Super quick little journal, and it's just gonna be so fun to add memories and things to this. And then we're gonna open this up, and this is going to be the place for our little journal. Look how cute this looks. Again, it's gonna be like a really cute, if you are into like this type of decor for a wedding, I think this will be pretty awesome to have. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna do is just basically finish decorating our folio. So I'm going to be adding my paper and mixing it with the images from the collection, and then also decorating the cover. So first I'm going to pick a paper. So I think for the cover I want to mix the collection with these, like I really like the woods here. I might use some of that. I'm definitely gonna use that sheet. I love it. I like the snake print here. Why not? Maybe for the back. I'm not really into this blue. I don't think it goes with everything, but I also love the snake. So I like the purples and the greens kind of mixed together. They look really cute with the colors of the collection. So for the cover of the actual folio, I don't know if I want to do this because I love the three witches. There could be my three little girls, my three little witches, or we could do like this. I love, oh my gosh, I love all of these. Or we can make it into like the wedding, right? Okay, let's do the wedding. Well, actually we did the wedding on the back, so maybe we did the wedding here. Okay, so maybe we're overthinking this a little bit, but let's just start cutting. We won't know until we start placing the paper. So the folio is 9 by, let's see here, 9 by 6.5. So I am going to cut this at 8 3/4 and by 6 1/4. Okay, and I want this side here, so I'm going to start gluing this down. Okay, so I'm just gonna add my glue. And here we go. Okay, so that will go right there, the dark forest. For the back, I am going to use, do I want to use the snake or the snake print? Ooh, it's hard to know. I think for the back, I am going to use the snake print, right? Yes, I just love the gold foil. So we're gonna cut this at 8 3/4 by 6 1/4. Okay, here we go, and we're going to add the glue. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this really quick, and we're going to bring this back and put this here. Oh, I love it. It looks so pretty. Look at that. Look at the colors. So cute. For the spine, I'm gonna use this one. I love this one too. Okay, let's see if I have. Maybe I don't want to use that because the orientation is not what I want. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have? We have the woods. Maybe I'll wait. So many scraps here. But let's go ahead and add the image for the front of the book. I'm having a hard time deciding because I really love all of them. So maybe we can use these. But I'm actually going to cut these, and I'm going to add the witches, kind of like here sitting on the woods. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, this is gonna look so creepy. So we're gonna go like this here. Okay, and I'm going to ink this image. Okay, so we're gonna go all around. Okay, so that gives it a really nice antique look, or like vintage. And let's put this here on our page. So I'm gonna put in this. I also want to add more of that lace on the side. I think that will look like really pretty and elegant next to these witches. Okay, so I'm just gonna put in this here. Put this one here, and this lace, I think I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. I mean, it's been in my stash forever, but that's where I got it from. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add the glue. Okay, and just this. Okay, so a little bit more glue. Okay, so we have that. And then the witches, maybe up here. I do want to add some chipboard to add dimension to this piece, so I'm just gonna add a big piece. I always like to use my scraps of chipboard for all of these. Okay, so I kind of need to cut these smaller. Okay, and let's put it in the center. Okay, so right there. Okay, we put little witches. Okay, it's gonna go right over here. And I think I need flowers. I think this collection is calling for a lot of flowers and little things like that. So also, let me see if I can use, oh, this is perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this out. Let me just go ahead and take this. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. Okay. I kind of like these little sentiments. I'll give you a little close-up. Not cute. And then we have the love here, and this adds more chipboard on the back. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this piece to put right here. Okay, so I think that will look cute. Okay, let's put that right there. And the flower. Okay, so I found these flowers on my stash. I love these dark brown flowers, and then these purple flowers. Oh, perfect, right? And then we have these other ones that might work too. So let's go ahead and cut and put some of these flowers here. Okay, so let's take that out and take that out. Okay, and so I'm just gonna try to balance some of these flowers on both sides, so we can put some on this side as well, maybe. Let's see. I love the purples. Let's try this other one. Okay, so maybe we can put this one here, and they're all the same size. I kind of wish I had like different sizes to play with, but that's okay. I'm just gonna put maybe like this, a bunch of flowers. You know, we're gonna go for it today because there's a lot of flowers on the collection, and I think that will look really good. Okay, so I'm just gonna add that, this, oh, I love it. I love it so much. You know, it's kind of perfect because now that my kids are teenagers, these are more like grown-up little girls, I guess, and I can put pictures of their costumes and journal about what we are doing for Halloween and all of that. It's always fun, you know, it's always fun. Maybe one more flower here. I feel like I need another one over here, maybe this one. Yes, I'm gonna switch it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some more glue here, and I think that's gonna be perfect. So let me give you a look. I love it. Then I also found this like black, but I don't think I'm gonna use it because it's kind of like a delicate type of thing. I don't know if I like that brown flower anymore. I'm gonna check if I wanna just do the other ones instead. Let me see. Before it dries, I can take it out. I like that one, but you know, it's, I don't know. I'm gonna do just the purple ones. Okay, so no big deal. I'm just gonna fix that, and then gives this one, not that one. Okay, and so there we go. Oh, so really cute. And then I might even add this other little piece here so we can add the year of when we are doing this little folio slash journal little piece here. Okay, so I can add here the year. I want to add the date, the year, and since we have this space, we should. Okay, so I'm just gonna add another chipboard piece. Okay. And so, okay, so a little bit of glue, and we're gonna put that. Okay, and right at the center. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now we can put the year, or we can put Halloween, or anything, kind of like a little name thing. And I love it. I hope that you guys like it. Isn't it so cute? I love the collection. So pretty and creepy, but you know, girly and cute. So I'm gonna wait for my flowers to dry, and so I just went ahead and cut this piece here. So this is also 8 3/4, and this is going to be by 1 1/4. So I ended up using the leftovers from this piece here, and I think it's really nice, really settled, and I like how this looks. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish and decorating the inside of the book, and then I will come back and do a final walkthrough for you guys. Okay, so I just finished decorating all the book, and I'll just give you a quick look, but I'm gonna do a separate video with the walkthrough. That way everybody can see the project by itself without having to watch the entire tutorial for it. And so this section opens up and opens up, and I just really love how the paper here, the design paper from Anna, matches the beautiful paper collection as well. So everything just really goes very pretty together. So I really like how that turned out. This piece here is from the paper collection instead of the digital files, but you can see how everything just mixes, and I just love it. So here we have that opening piece, and then over here we have the pockets, and I just went ahead and cut this piece. This is another one of the designs, and just goes in here. And so yeah, so super fun to decorate the book, and I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. This was a bit of a two-part because I didn't want to make the other video super long, but you can see how easy it was to create. Even this little journal was really fun and easy to make. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please leave me a comment on the description box below. What projects would you like to see next? And if you have nothing to comment, you can go ahead and just put an emoji with a little ghosty, so I know that you watch and that you made it to the end of the video. So I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.